Now, probably the two worst impediments you can contract while over here would be blindness and permanent erectile dysfunction, because there's something in the water, something strange. It's like Norway but Eastern European, you know. It's not bad. Not bad. As a friend would say, there is a plethora of talent, whereas I would rephrase, it is teeming with talent. That place is Krakow, and it's interesting so far. It's fucking beautiful. It's cold, and I really like that for whatever reason. I don't know. I like it. Tel Aviv was fine, reasonably nice, but I was kind of ill, and I didn't realise that until kind of the day before I left. I was just exhausted and phlegmy and shit, so that really did put a dampener on my perspective of pretty much everything. It just altered my perspective in a negative sense, and here I am in Krakow, and man, these women are pretty gorgeous, and the actual place itself, because I had no prior knowledge as to the history, the culture, it's fucking beautiful, nice place. Not really much to talk about. The solitude I've got has been painful, mainly because I think of my kind of illness sort of thing. It's kind of made me just think really negatively most of the time, and I'm being nicely stalked, as you can see in the background. The insecurities to do with women just came up, kind of on my mind, like abundantly. Not something I can help too much. I tried, meditation and focusing on my breathing and stuff. That kind of helped to some extent. Now I'm feeling better. It's not really much of an irk. Krakow, 4 days, then Warsaw, then a place called Gdansk, and then flying over to Edinburgh to see my guy Elbel and Harvey. Shout out to you cuckolds if you're watching this. I've talked about it in the last vlog. Like, solitude is powerful because it can help you understand your insecurities and what you like, and you can help you reflect on things, but too much of it can fuck up your perspective. It's actually a bit fucking harder walking down here with people walking toward me, so I look like more of a retard, because I'm not like that, where I'm blatantly, video calling. Now it's more like it's not how you'd video call. So like my guy there is like, yo, what the fuck is that white boy doing? Even though he's white, but yeah, what else? A place like this would be pretty interesting to live, I think. I mean, I've got a naive first impression, but it's cheap as shit. Food so far has been great. I had a great pizza earlier. People seem more stern, and I do like that. It's like a challenge. Most interactions seem to be a challenge. Most are nice. I mean, I've not really come across many people, but I remember last time I was in Serbia, you have to kind of chip away at people and be quite stern yourself. You can't really be fake and overly nice, otherwise I feel you get shot down, and I like that. It feels more real, I can't really think of fucking else what else to talk about. Okay, I guess something else that me and a mate Dan spoke about the other day was kind of fake people, people who travel for like the sake of it, people who basically travel, you think, just for like the Instagram photo. It's quite funny because you see people who, when you're travelling, you meet people who are a bit indifferent, they're maybe a bit boring, a bit naff, they don't really seem to be happy, but they've got like this Instagram which is beautiful, smiles, really attractive shots of themselves. But you meet them in real life and they're like, is that the same fucking person? Like, are you fucking serious? And there's people who just aren't really cut out for it, and that's one of the things. That's a bit of ice. First bit of ice I've seen. That's one of the things that you notice about people. their fakeness, you know. I met some people. I met one guy this holiday. That was really interesting. He seemed to think he had it all figured out. This is kind of a cool little place, and there are fucking loads of people down there. Yeah, he seemed to think he had it all figured out. Like, he was a guy who was overly nice. I mean, he seemed to have no self-awareness. We were, what do you call it? We were coming on the bus, 5:30 bus, half past 6 bus. We got up at 5:30, 5:45. A bus at who the fuck's talking? We got a bus 6:30. This guy was just trying to converse with my mate. I was just like, put my head back and pretended to sleep because he was doing me nutting. But yeah, it's interesting because he'd done all this travelling. He'd worked as a teacher in Kenya. He'd worked as a teacher in different countries for 10 years, cumulatively. And he had this like lack of self-awareness of like doing people's nutting, you know, just talking. And he never gained that self-awareness. And there's people who are like atheists, but they think that their philosophy is the be-all and end-all. They think they've got it figured out, but then they kind of live not fully satisfied, but not questioning their dissatisfaction, but just believing that it'll get better without actually reflecting and looking at themselves. And that's one of the things books helps you do. You know, helps you really understand other people's perspectives, how you can improve, the fact that there is room for improvement and that sort of shit. Yeah, this place is fucking lovely. You can't see shit on the camera, but I assure you this is a lovely, cute little place. And I guess one of the things I like about travelling to, not places like this is very touristy, but less known places or things I can imagine. I mean, I travelled over summer to less known places, and the people are just curious, and they're really don't really have much in terms of ego, I guess. They're not as what do you call it, standoffish, generally speaking. If they are, it's mainly because of like a feeling of you're foreign to them, which you are. I don't know, I'm just talking shit now, trying to think of something to say.